Thank you, for President. I had to take my board member hat and just be a father. I still have children here in the school district. I don't know if my son's here, back there. He's just a freshman. He's my fourth son, my fourth child. And so I do have a public comment as a parent. I do want to turn this for the record. This is a copy. Do we need it electronically? It's what I'm about to speak and say, it only reflects my opinion as a father, because I will tell you that I'm a father first before I'm a board member. Or if I became and the community selected me to be a board member, that I don't give up my parents' rights. People may agree with that, or people may not, but I'm speaking my heart. So this is what I have to say. This is the request that was made by the families of District 1 or the community of Firebaugh at large. Voters, families, community members that live here. The communication has been either via text, email, telephone calls, or just a simple interaction in the grocery store. But before I say my opinion, I do want to congratulate the debate team from the high school and middle school. They did very well, especially I hear a lot about a sixth grader. In the middle school, I hope we can recognize that young student, but it speaks highly of the work that's being done at the middle school with the debate team, with the high school, because I know it's a lot of work. I do have in this public comment as a parent a disclaimer, and that is, I don't have any person in mind or candidate as I come here to the podium today. Come here as a father. Nor do I have someone in mind for any vacancy in the entire district. As a parent, I keep an open mind and encourage everyone to do so. People have tossed many names, and I have only listened, because this is not a Gamiño decision. This is a board unit decision. My opinion is that as a father, we have to do our due diligence with our children, with our families, with the community, with the district. I want to say, and I want to make a public apology to one of our board members here, because I did abruptly and did hang the phone when I received a phone call. So I want to publicly apologize. I don't hang up on anybody because I have to listen to everyone. But the reason that I did that is because I have already spoken to one board member, and I have to follow the Brown Act. And and I understand if you took that wrong, I apologize. Quiero decirles que primeramente estoy dando este comentario como padre. Cuando la comunidad de Firebaugh me escogió, para ser como oficial, para hacer lo correcto, para no nomás mis hijos, que los quiero mucho, pero para los hijos de todos. Y lo que me están diciendo las familias de Firebaugh y los votantes del Distrito 1 que yo represento, mi área, es que haga mi trabajo y mi deber de escuchar de lo que tiene que decir la comunidad, trabajadores, residentes, y es lo que quiero hacer. Quiero hacer una disculpa al concejal Robert Aguayo, porque me llamó por teléfono y yo le dije no puedo tomar la llamada y colgué, porque ya había hablado con un concejal y nomás la ley, the Brown Act, la ley, ¿verdad? Que nomás el público puedo hablar con un concejal. No quise faltar el respeto a nadie y públicamente discúlpame. También yo hice una llamada a la superintendente, ¿verdad?, que está actuando, y le dije, por favor, haz una llamada a los padres, que hay una junta, y yo mi intención era escuchar lo que tienen que decir. I want to publicly admit that I called our acting superintendent and I say, can you please send out a message on Cisco or whatever the case may be, just inform families that to come, because and this is just I want to hear what the community has to say. I understand that maybe that was misinterpreted, and so that I also apologize publicly to the community if I broke or violated any board policy. But my intent was just to be transparent, and I guess I was selfish because I want to hear what you have to say so that I can do a better informed decision, that's all. So, by the way, for me, I didn't think much. We get calls all the time. There's a migrant meeting, parents come out here, and if I have the time, I attend. If I don't, I don't. A veces recibo mensajes que vengan a la Junta de Migrant, de Shines, de LCAP. Y si tengo el tiempo voy, o no voy, dependiendo mi horario. But I take responsibility if that offended anybody or if I broke any board policy. It wasn't intentional. And I did not know that could be perceived inappropriate. But even board members can learn. Okay. I did, like I said, I do know that if I say, hey, invite the public, and other board members call and say it's not appropriate, it's biased, then I expect our acting superintendent to do the right thing, and it's not what Gamiño says, it's whatever the majority of the board say, and she has the power to do that. I didn't want to go over any board member, and again, if I did, I apologize. I also received a lot of those communications about due diligence, and then the people, I thank for those that had the courage and made time to call me, and they just said, do due diligence. And I know that's a very vague term, but it means that you at least review resumes, application, you screen, and you consult to the public. What do you think? I'm not an expert, but at least I listen and I try to use that information to guide me. As I look around the room, and I see that, I remember what Mr. Jing Lee said, that we need to focus on the students. The community of Firebaugh needs to heal. and overcome whatever it is. We need to build trust and help the healing process. Last week, a lot of folks, I commend them for the courage to come and speak and give us a lot of opinions, whether we should go seek in-house, outside, and everything's on the table. My voters, the community members, and everyone at large, I want you to know that at least I want to say, again, my opinion is that I'm ready for this process. I have an open mind. There was one parent who said, you have to speak. These are my concerns for the children and the future children. Last week, as I stepped outside to use the lavatory. By the way, Gary, the restrooms were locked, so it was a couple of us. And I did notice there was 3 board members, so I don't know if I violated the Brown Act or not. But, people are looking at everything. I know there's tension, there's a lot of uneasiness. But I think it's a time to have crucial conversations.
Mr. Gamiño? Mr. Gamiño, excuse me, but you're allotted 3 minutes, so I just wanted to.
Yes, but I'm also translating, so it's another 3. All right? Lo que acabo de decir es que muchas llamadas entraron, unas familias me dijeron, ¿sabes qué? Nomás tiene una decisión muy importante de los jóvenes y de los futuros nietos. So yo no tomo eso a la ligera. Let me see. The community, there's a lot of talk out there, and I think that we just need to heal and build trust. And right now, I think that that's the climate. It's very difficult, but I think by having these honest conversations, I don't like to break rent and come out here, but like I said, I'm a parent. In fact, I very limited visit campuses, but sometimes, you hear everything that happens out there and say, well, Mr. Gamiño should ask permission to go to the campus before he shows up, unannounced.
Mr. Gamiño?
Yes.
Mr. Gamiño, I'm gonna have to ask, you to.
Let me close it.
Really?
Let me close it. And so, my visits, when I don't go to visit the school district, the campuses, is that, it's because I can't, I'm busy, but when I do go, I go when I can. But I don't go to intimidate anybody. I hope that I have not offended anybody for going out there. I'm just doing my due diligence. Because when I don't go, they criticize me. And that's part of being a public servant, being criticized. And I will probably be criticized for being here and speaking my mind. Let me end with 2
Mr. Gamiño, please.
Are you trying to sign this community partner?
I'm trying to do my job. I'm sorry.
I thought it was what?
It was 3 minutes.
But it's really 6, right? Because I'm translating 2.
I think you've gone beyond 6. So,
all right. Well, I guess I'm being biased. I apologize.